Okay, here's another League of Legends game coming your way. This time is Rammus Jungle. So for Rammus, I'm thinking with my Power Ball I should be able to just speed past any wards they have, and that's why I'm going for the ward trinket instead of the scanner. Lane matchups are as follows. I am Rammus as the jungle against Vi. We have Yasuo mid against Alistar. We have Akali top against Renekton. And we have Ezreal Lux bot against Jinx and Leona. So my concerns with this game are that the Lux may just go pure AP instead of support. Hopefully that's not the case, because wards win games, and I've already uploaded a couple of games where the support building pure AP did not really work out for the enemy team. Hopefully we won't be on the receiving end this time. Anyway, the other lane I have to watch out for is the top lane with Akali against Renekton. Whenever I've seen that matchup before, the Akali usually gets shredded and the Renekton just basically stomps her. So I'm thinking I'm going to try to keep some presence up there. We're not going to get any kills, but if she can get enough farm to hopefully get like a Hextech Revolver or something along those lines, then she can actually sustain on her own against the Renekton.
Minions have spawned.
But the other concern for this game is if you look at our team, we're pretty squishy with the exception of me. The enemy team, on the other hand, Alistar, tanky, Vi, tanky, Leona, tanky, Renekton, tanky. We're going to have a bit of some trouble there. So I'm starting with a defensive ball curl. It's going to boost my armor, which in turn gives me more AD, and I reflect some of the damage I take. And it's 390. Okay, I'm grabbing the Power Ball next, and I'm going to race over to the Wraiths. So I wouldn't be surprised if Vi is over here trying to counter jungle me, but it appears it's clean for now. So I'm going to go ahead and take the red buff. Now it's 410. And now I'm grabbing taunt. Rammus has the same dilemma as Fiddlestick, so to speak. You have to choose between your clear move and your CC move to make your gank stronger. And there's Vi. So Rammus's taunt was recently nerfed. You can see it only lasts 1.25 second duration, compared to before when it was 2 seconds, I think, to start off with, and it went up 1/4 second every level. And I am actually surprised about that. I was definitely not expecting the first blood to go to Akali and top. Maybe there's some stuff about that matchup I don't quite understand. But anyway, I'm going to try to power level a bit so that I can get more points into puncturing taunt, and then my ganks won't suck. But until then, we've got action brewing bot, and it's time to go introduce myself. Okay, we got the flash out of Jinx. appears my defensive ball curl didn't even go off there. Dropping that because I wouldn't be surprised if Vi showed up for revenge in a little bit. So Jinx has 28 to Ezreal's 16. Ouch. So it appears my gank there was definitely worth it. Grabbing the Spirit Stone, grabbing that, the boots, and Rammus can't really counter jungle, so I'm not even going to bother getting the ward to try. Kali almost has her Hextech Revolver, Renekton just has boots. I'm not going to deny there are some things going on in this match that I just do not understand. I could use the taunt on my clear, but it's not worth the 15 mana, I'd say. It does reduce the enemy's armor by 15, but if you look, they have so little armor that it really doesn't matter.
Has been slain.
I'm surprised Ezreal didn't actually force that. Anyway, I'm looking for 480 now. And I'm more beat up from that buff than I would have liked. Okay, Akali appears to not need my help whatsoever. So I'm going to be making some frequent stops in the bot lane. Grabbing my ult. And here's Red.
Rampage.
Oh. I'm kind of nervous about this half-health gank. They're too healthy, I think. That was 3 pots.
Yeah.
I don't know if Rammus received any sort of trade-off to compensate for the loss in CC duration, but I have my doubts. Yeah, I gotta go back soon. Did I grab the right masteries for this?
Unstoppable.
Okay, the top lane is just ridiculous at this point. I'm going to grab the ruby or the kindle gem because I'm building the golem on Rammus here because the tenacity and the defensive stats are just best for him. I'm going to be building him as full tank. I probably might get the Sunfire here because the armor will synergize with the passive. Super Mega Death Rocket, it sounded like.
Dominating.
Jinx. I'm not actually going in. She has no mana, it's just going to be a waste at this point. We got the flash out of Leona, so that's something. And I thought I had turned this on.
Godlike.
Does he not? Okay, Leona showed up here in the mid. Okay, he got the one. I don't know if I'm going to make it in time to help him any. He's probably going to jump here.
An ally has been slain. Ally has
And I
been
couldn't
slain.
make it. So it's going to be up to Akali to carry us on this one. And I need to
An
put a
ally
point
has been
by
slain.
W ASAP.
Enemy killing spree.
Did he try a tower dive? Oh, come
Your team
on.
has destroyed a turret.
Okay, the blue is up. Not going to burn smite here yet. Okay, point and defensive curl. Defensive ball curl. So that's going to give me more armor and in turn more attack power through my passive.
Legendary.
And I should gains damage equal to 10% of armor. I think the base went up on that, not just the scale, not the scaling at all. So I'm going to be sending more damage back, basically. And I'm looking for 570. She's level 11. Wow.
Your team
poor
has
Renekton.
destroyed a turret.
So it appears we're playing with a pre-made here. Okay, come on. Attack the right one. And I'm taunting him since he now has enough armor to actually matter. Putting another point into the ball curl to help with my clear speed. Jinx is 3-1, she's got a BT already. Not looking good. Negative 10 armor. I wonder if that means he actually takes amplified damage or what?
An enemy has been slain.
Come on, mouse. Attack the right one.
Right.
Okay, Kali has a lot of visitors. Okay, now I'm maxing puncturing taunt. As for my item, they recommend Moby
Has
boots.
destroyed a turret.
Not entirely sure on that just yet, but there's a lot of good things for Rammus to build. Going to go ahead and grab the Glacial Shroud, a couple pots, and let's see if I can head out to mid quickly enough. So I'm getting 31 bonus AD for my passive,
Ally has been slain.
and I want to try to catch Jinx from behind. What is Ez doing?
An ally has been slain.
She tried, that's something, right?
Right.
What is up with my mouse?
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Okay, I'm thinking before I go ahead and get the Frozen Heart, I should probably get the Sunfire Cave.
Yeah.
Ally has been slain.
And that did not go very well. Jinx is sitting at 199 AD health.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
They could kill her here, but no. She only has Moby boots, huh?
Right.
And I just noticed the blue spawned. I haven't been keeping my timer on this too well.
Okay.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay, Akali will definitely carry us to victory, it seems. Well, the Renekton did have a skin, so I'd assume that's not the first time he's played the character. Maybe he just didn't know what to expect with Akali as his opponent, maybe? Not too sure. Okay. Yasuo is heading top. And everyone else is back at base. Another point in the ball. find it really ironic that Leona is complaining about CC. Okay, let's deal some damage here. She's got a gunblade and an hourglass. And I caught my stuff for nothing. Couldn't get out. I should have just left her then. I hate being a team player sometimes. What was it? Mostly magic damage?
Your turret has been destroyed.
Giant's belt or some sort of boots? I'm going to grab the Giant's belt. I may get the Moby boots on my next back. And Alistar did get those double buffs from me. I was kind of hoping the blue might have faded by then, but that does not appear to be the case.
Right.
Okay, ball curl
An
maxed.
enemy has been slain.
Wow. Okay, we've got a bit of a sniper on our team.
An enemy has been slain.
We're not doing a 0-10. Tanking this on the way out.
An enemy has been slain.
Or maybe Akali decided to stay. Perfect timing on that Zenith Blade. Or the Wind Wall from the Zenith Blade. Okay, I'm taking this. Doesn't matter. Okay, so here's a really quick Rammus game. I wasn't really expecting it to go this quick or even this smooth, but Kali just crushed the top lane, and even though the bot lane wasn't really that great, Kali could just one-shot anyone at this point. Once she gets snowballing, she snowballs incredibly hard since she's all about that insta-burst. So, don't really know what to say other than don't feed the Akali. And on that note, let's wrap things up. I'm the Hero of Light. Goodbye.